All right, guys, so we're gonna start with the traditional deadlift. If you don't have a bar at home, don't worry, we're gonna give you some other things for you to do. And before we start, I do want to make sure that if you wanna do this workout tonight at 7 o'clock, I will be on Zoom. If you log in, you just have to copy and paste the link into your browser if you didn't already download Zoom, and it will get you started and get you going. And I will be there if you need to ask any questions. And also it will be on Facebook Live tonight at 7. We're gonna do it Facebook Live. All right, perfect. So deadlifts, traditional deadlifts. So you want your feet right under your hips, okay, not too far apart. You wanna make sure that your hips are high enough to where your knees are not going over the bar, so come up just a little bit, good. And then you're gonna stand straight up, make sure those hips open up. Same pattern on the way back down, make sure the bar doesn't have to move forward or back, straight up and straight back down. Make sure that you are pinning your shoulders together back here so that you don't get this crazy arch in your back. Do one that has loosey-goosey, there we go. So you see how her back arched on the way up, scary cat? We don't want that, it's not good form, okay? So neutral spine, pinching here, keeping it nice and flat, great. There we go. So we're doing this for strength, so if you don't have enough plates to go up, you can still do sets of these, the same sets, 6 sets of 4 at the same weight. You'll still get work in your hamstrings. Otherwise, you can grab a kettlebell and do some hip hinges, some weighted hip hinges. So you're mimicking exactly the same movement. Her back is still flat, you're still pinning your shoulders together, and you're just standing straight up with the kettlebell. Tap the floor, reset, do it again. You should be feeling that pretty spicy in the back of your legs. If you don't want to use the weight, you can do it without anything. Just still hip hinges, still mimicking exactly the same movement. Keep your hands the way she has them, facing each other, just so that they have a point of reference. Standing straight up, making sure your hips open up at the top. Cool, 6 sets of 4 is still good on any of those movements, all right? Then we're gonna get into the workout, all right? So for 12 minutes, on the odd minutes, you're gonna do mountain climbers, all right? So 2 count mountain climbers, so you're gonna set up in the push-up position. There's a couple ways you can do this. You can just step with your foot forward, okay? And then alternate. Yeah, there's the jumping version, so now just literally step and then step back. So that is also a modification. Again, each side is only 1, so that's 1 and then 1 again. So then you would go 2 on the next rep, okay? Then you can do the fast version where you're just pulling your knees into your chest, like running in place. There you go. Again, every 2 counts for 1. Okay, do that one more time for me so I can count. So you got 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and so on. So for the whole, not for the whole minute, it's 20 of those, all right? So on the odd minute, you're gonna do 20 of those. You can also do what Joey's doing here, knee, like pulling your knee into your chest, so get it as high as you can. If the plyo motion is too much, you can cut down to doing this. Okay, great, thank you. And then on the even minutes, we're gonna do 20 ball slams, all right? So on these, just like the deadlift, go ahead, you can be doing them. Your back should not arch, okay? So her back still looks like she's doing a deadlift, pinned shoulders here, flat back, okay? Picking it up, and you're making sure that your hips drop before the ball. So the ball should not beat your hips to the ground. It should be going at the same time, if not, your hips dropping before the ball so that you're ready there and catching. All right, and when you come back up, full extension all the way to the top, and really pushing so when you get that rebound, you can catch the ball. All right, so 20 of those, and then as soon as that's done, you're back to minute 3, we're doing mountain climbers. So we're flip-flopping back and forth between those 2 movements for 12 minutes. All right, after that, take a few minutes break, and then starfish, if you will. If you have any extra toilet paper lying around, you may dap your forehead. You can leave a sweat angel on the floor just like that in your living room. It's very welcomed. And then our cash out is going to be the wall sits and the planks. So for wall sits, you're gonna do 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Any wall will work, inside or outside. All right, so you want to be 90 degrees. That is what we want to be with the leg bend, okay? If you have to be a little bit higher, that's okay too. If you have a plate, I know some of you like to do that. You can hold the plate out in front of you like you're driving the steering wheel. All right, so 40 seconds and your legs start shaking and that's all good. All right, just squeeze, you squeeze everything, squeeze your core. hold that wall up 40 seconds, and then you will rest for 20, and then you will go into a plank. There are several planks you can do. You can just do the regular push-up plank, all right? Or you can go down on your elbows. Oh, good. Making sure, do a bad one. So pop these, that's bad. Saggy hips or mountain hips, both bad. You want to be as even to the ground as possible, okay? You can also come on your side and do the T-plank. There you go. It's easier for some people if they put that foot, that's the harder one. The foot can go on the floor, yeah, if you can't hold it. All right, and then you can rotate. Any way to get your 40 seconds done, if you can rotate, that's fine. All right, we're gonna do 3 rounds of that. So wall sit, plank for 3 rounds. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, and then you can enjoy your dinner and drinks with no friends.